following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
And the first entry since Aki was not here that long.
What was the name of the... No, I can't say that. No, I can't. Because I don't know. You never told me what the name of the person was, so I can't ask it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's two more names, and more tree.
Yes, that's the tree he worked out once he got here.
The father, Amos Bradford, he's part of this new line. So we know Anna Bradford, which is the artist, Jordan Bradford, which is my great grandfather. That's my line. Mark Abbott Bolton Bradford. He was the detective that we've been talking about, whose death certificate we have. And then we've got Joshua Bradford, who's this new line that has this Father Amos, who could potentially still be alive. Two illegitimate children. One Wilfred Snow, who had a child, Karen Snow. Another illegitimate child, Mary Ironside, and Amos Ironside.
Just want to double check this wasn't a slip up to the date thing before. His associate Lydia Crown Wilcox appears to have the same address as a Mr. Mark Abbott Bradford. Is that correct?
It would seem so, yes.
Okay.
So there's more questions than answers again.
Well, if he had time, I'm sure Alex would have gone to try and track down the associate from Mr. Wilcox, so it must be could be related to that, the constable that was so helpful.
I don't know if it'll be useful to you, but...
Was that his name? I got that correct? It was Constable Wilcox?
Yes.
Okay, that is correct. Cool.
Anna was at least alive for 48 years, if nothing else. You know, when she was born, but...
Anything interesting in all of that paperwork, Alvin?
The piles of book everywhere might relate to the thing, and of course the concentric rings of spell and in general craziness. I mean, this reads like a twisted crazy people talk, and I don't know whether it's really smart to know any of this. I mean, how does someone just lose their damn mind from something they're not... It's like fear drove him crazy without actually a thing to be afraid of being encountered.
Who was that for?
No name. Don't know where he found it. There's no...
Any dates?
No. No numbers, no chapters, no... Is there... It's on paper? It's not on vellum or anything?
It's on paper. Wherever Alex has gone, he's left us money behind.
And his hat?
Well, he's always losing his hats.
So we leave his stuff here and we go to this house.
What about that safe?
Or the university.
Or the university.
We should check the safe before we go if we can.
Yeah.
You really think they're going to let us access someone else's stuff?
No.
But who's to say they're going to know that we do that?
Are we seeing the government is going to sanction me?
I think it already has.
I'll be back.
Thank you.
I like her. She's nuts.
Thank you. I haven't left yet.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Don't be embarrassed. She pinches your cheek.
If anything, we should be on the lookout for books. The theme of this thing, basic madness, says it all stems from a worm-eaten tome related to a place, and talks about books piled high in forbidden places. Beware of books, I guess.
So, big spooky libraries with old books.
Yeah, Derek will be right at home with this.
You know,
Near an
Scary
oily river.
books might learn things.
Oh! We know Anna Bradford had a library card that was
Secret
getting out
ones.
books, so...
I remember when I found it
It's
in a
all
dimly
right,
lighted
boys.
place near the black, oily river, where the
That's
mist
definitely where the
always
gun is.
swirls.
Yoki.
Wait a minute. It's still got her registration number on there. I wonder how far
Yeah,
back
pretty
their
good.
library book records go
Oh,
and what
really?
people have taken out, because we might be able to
You
see
do
what
that?
she's actually rented out.
Yes.
It ain't
They
there.
keep that on record.
How did you...
Never. I'm just keeping the little boy entertained. Here's
May
a
I
bit
see
of all
the
for a nonsense.
birth death certificate? Or? Yeah.
God damn it.
29.
Twitty?
Wait a minute. That library card,
Yes.
that was only a year before this. Like almost, in fact, almost dead on a year. Look, the expired
1928.
28 in the 12th month. 12th month, 1929.
Wonder if whatever that library card relates to is, so that wouldn't make any sense.
When you think, I just think it's a bit coincidental that Anna Bradford's got a library card splattered with blood that expires on the 12th of 1928, and then there's a death certificate exactly a year to the month later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, did you want me to do it verbally? Oh my god!
Yeah. Turns out.
That is much better.
So that is the 12th of the 1st or 1st of the 12th?
American dates being American dates.
Yeah, so it's 12th of the 1st.
Ah.
With that, it would be 12th of the 10th.
Okay, so they're not to the month, but they are still within
That's
the
only
year.
confusing part. It's only not that we would have talked about that at all then.
Yeah, okay.
Because
So, look, with doing all these documents and that, I learned an interesting thing is that in all official records, because they're very aware of the confusion it can cause, they're supposed to write a 3-letter abbreviation for the month instead of just using 2 sets of dates on official documents.
It's hard
Like
to get
for
it to
internal
jump
communications and that. It's like, and yet on your passports it does not do that. Cunts.
Yeah. Well, true, because they'd have people coming over from other countries with birth certificates, for example, and they would not sync up with American.
Anyway.
Stupid metric humans.
Do you think that sheet of paper Mildred had us read, do you think whatever was afflicting whoever wrote this was suffering the same sort of conditions as presumably Edward when he wrote that, and it just got worse.
The only thing I can think to do is if we see the gravestones or something that encompasses a large range of history, if we see stones that are like, if we see the script that is full of J's, or that, or English.
I always knew books were evil.
No, you hope they were.
Well, now I have proof.
The worm-ridden town that it all started from. The high place in the city, the place surrounded by mist.
Okay, so I know we've dealt with some freaky stuff before. Clearly, not everything is mutants or aliens. But do we really want to go so far as to suppose that a book can turn people insane? Especially pre all the mutancy and stuff.
Have you seen college students?
Okay,
I think books can very much drive someone insane.
but in this kind of way, in the clinical definition of insanity, whatever that is.
Artwork can drive people insane.
Right. Jen, just a quick check.
So getting a bit
What color is a phosphorescent glow? That kind of green?
No, it's like a paler,
Okay.
sort of like a cyan, maybe just hedging a bit more towards the greenier side.
Okay, awesome.
I'd call it a sort of eldritch green, but eldritch just means oblong.
Is there anything else we need out of this room? I think I'd rather not be caught in the room.
I wonder what
We should
our...
probably leave everything for Alex
Yeah.
and his girlfriend.
Did she have anything in her belongings?
Clothing, magnifying glass, slingshot,
Nothing relating to
grappling hook and iron, this kind of underwear,
I didn't need to see that.
shoes,
Just the normal stuff then.
test tubes, like luminol, the standard things girls have.
The test tubes, do you have any samples she took?
A couple, but I don't really have the facilities to study them.
Fair enough. We can always come back for that if we need to. When we finish up. I wonder what our LA friend is doing up on the 4th floor. If he hasn't already made a move. Presumably he must have found out that they stayed here. That's why he came up here.
We might have been lucky that we got in here before they did and got all the evidence.
Well, if Claire's anything to go by, when she was sneaking in on us, he's probably raiding Dex's room about now. Or earlier.
That'd be a mistake.
That's where we should be going now.
You see,
anyway.
before we left, I took the precaution of stopping by one of our experts and equipping my personal luggage with several very nasty, modified, and built devices.
Yeah. I
Oh,
was
very
thinking,
nasty then.
Clever.
Well, I think instead of pies and things, razor-sharp shrapnel.
Well, if I know her mechanics,
Or
it'll be
that army
lethal.
surplus grenade I really hope doesn't actually work.
See why you didn't want anyone to open your luggage.
It would have been bad.
Not gonna lie, after you said that, all I wanted to do was open it.
That would have been bad.
That would have been bad.
How can you go through the luggage when it's not here?
Where is
Back
it?
to the other hotel, wouldn't it be?
You just eye the rock side.
Here to Dix's room. You do it.
Sure.
Come in.
Gonna go Dix's room.
I was gonna say.
Just so we're not caught in here.
You will go to Dix's room.
You can't have Dick's bags are at the other hotel, so
Is Dix's booby trap gone off?
Yeah,
How would you know?
Dick's bag is at the other hotel.
didn't bring it. This is just an empty room. He was hoping that he noticed that we got a room and then wasted a bunch of time searching a room we hadn't done anything in.
Okay, now why are we all in here?
Just so we don't get
In
caught.
the room that they know we bought, maybe, and therefore would possibly be bugged or be listened in on. Or...
Wasn't my idea.
Whose dumb idea was this? It was really good.
I'm sorry, I'd just rather not be caught at the other room, so if there is a bug in here, I apologise.
It is true they could send someone to look in if they haven't seen anyone for a week or so who hasn't checked out of a
Sniffing
room.
the air.
Jen, is there
20.
anyone else in the room with us?
Can I smell lavender?
I don't see anyone.
She wouldn't do the same trick twice.
Then there could be the invisible one, but then
I still don't see anyone.
Dix would have
Yeah.
this-
Or could have.
That's odd.
What?
That's very odd.
What's off?
Well, there's definitely, not in this room, but definitely very close by, there's someone who's quite good at deflecting attention away from their mind.
could he be?
I
in
mean,
the,
I can force my way in, but they'll know.
could they be in the room next door with listening?
I can't tell.
You're able to.
Hold on, I go over to one of the walls on the side. And just big bang on the wall.
Okay.
See if they make a mental jump.
I want the mental jump.
Yeah.
You hear some noises from the other side of the wall. It's like, be quiet in there! Or pound again if you need help! Well then be quiet!
I go to the other wall. Bang that.
No! Who's knocking on my wall? Who's knocking? Hello, ghosts!
Hello.
Hello, ghosts! It is probably those two young men who moved in next door. It is probably them, yes. No! Naughty knocking on the walls, two young men like that. It's disgraceful. It's disgraceful. Yes, it is.
I can't do this.
No mental jump. Dix.
No.
Sorry.
Did you just call me
I
Derek?
did.
We're not friends. Call me Derek. He's the big muscle beef with a spoon connect the dots puzzle in his chest. I'm the cute ass one.
Sorry, you still have a cute ass.
I think you're a bit frazzled by all of this family stuff.
Yes.
Maybe you should have a nice hot cup of good whiskey.
Anyway, Nancy,
No,
proceed.
the other voice.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Empty?
Yes.
Not even like remains of anything?
No.
They got to it before we did.
Or they never actually
Never had
stored
anything in
anything.
there.
It does just look like it would be something printed on the bottom of all of them.
The only thing I could find was an entry-exit record indicating that he took all of it, whatever was in there, out. The day after he signed it, the 17th.
Does it have a record of what was kept in there, or is that just left off the record?
A book.
A book.
A book.
Just
That's
a
all
book.
it had, just a book. One.
That could be the worm-eaten tome we were reading about.
Or it could be a book.
Yeah, it could just be a book.
Why would he put a book in a safe unless it was important?
Could be a journal or...
It was a worm-eaten tome. It would have residue of, like, flaky book remains, right?
I saw nothing like that.
They could have cleaned out the safe after, or it could have been wrapped in something.
Yeah.
Well, it would indicate that if it was a book, then he probably either went to the university or somewhere booky next.
Yeah.
University?
It's also where
Yeah.
the paintings are. We
Of
can
course.
steal them.
Or we could look at them.
That would not be much of a problem.
We'll just look at
Universities
them.
are hardly secure.
That's assuming that the newspaper was correct and isn't throwing up a red herring.
Why would
That's
the
what
newspaper ever lie about anything?
valuable paintings divulging their location to the public? Like, that's just asking for someone to
Nancine
break
gives you a
in.
look exactly like this.
Isn't like the paper the thing that tried revealing the identity of Vanguard 2 members?
And all those
Yeah.
other things.
I'm just
Oh,
saying.
yes.
You're right. It could be true, but
Well, university it is then. At least we found another lead.
and the graveyard's not far away.
Neat.
Why are we obsessed with the graveyard?
It's got to be involved somehow, right?
There's going to be a lot of Bradford graves in that area.
I just wanted to check the scripts on
Wow.
them to see if there was anything or any reason to have the JJJ language.
Yeah. Someone said they'd seen something like that.
JJJ language.
The thing Muldred showed us where it was like every fourth letter was a J.
Yeah, it wants pictures of Spider-Man.
More pictures of Spider-Mage.
Spider-Mancer.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Spider-Mancer! He's a menace!
You know, the thing Jen could read that we could not.
Still confused about that.
I'm sure I can read lots of things you can't, Derek.
Right. Are we going to the university?
I would just like to refrain. I felt bad about the dog cart thing.
If we're going to hire dog carts, we need more than one.
Frankly, if there's this many of us, why not hire a carriage or a
I
cab?
was like, what about a horse, an actual horse-drawn carriage?
Or an auto.
Yee!
Like
Yeah, well,
princess.
I'm not sure if they'd rent them out, though. They don't seem to like them too much.
I think
Also, how many of us have an actual driver's license that they'd respect in this state? Remember, driver's licenses aren't universal.
Yeah.
and
Wait, or
also
are they?
I don't even know if they'd have a driver's license. for
Actually, I
this
do
kind of
believe
thing.
United States driver's licenses are valid across the
Sweet.
country.
Okay, quick question through
So
the
it's
group.
not like the Isle of Man.
Quick question for the group. Who can drive a horse?
I can.
Awesome.
why would we just get a taxi? I don't think
We
we'd
probably
be...
don't have a taxi service.
I
Well,
can hire a cab.
Is it a dog?
Oh, you mean
Box.
a taxi like a horse and
The
carriage
horse
that
and
does the
carriage
same
is a taxi,
job?
yes.
Yeah. Roxanne thought you meant a yellow
No,
cab.
no. There'll be very little. As we know, there's very little vehicles here. But if we,
Oh, I'd love to drive me one of those machines.
I-
You gotta
I-
crank
I-
them over by hand.
I just think it would be better if we did the driving of the thing because you want to avoid connections to stones we might be.
we may not be able to hire a horse and cart like we would be
Without
able
a
to
driver.
hire.
I'm sure we can. We probably just have to put down an incredibly huge bond.
And we have to take care of the horse.
We may need that money though.
We'll see how it all pans out. How far away was the university?
Oh, actually, there is one other bit of paper in the room I forgot to give you. The map.
Oh, this is a sick map.
Because, of course, Alex would have had a map.
I might have got one of the last copies. Uptown. District labels. Ooh. What's that say? I might be reading it upside down. Why is that familiar?
A lot of that's just faded too red for me to read. appears to be around our side. It's just too faded for me to make out what the letters are.
Uptown, lower south side. Merchant District, University District. Something Hill. NCH Hill. Bench, Brink, or something like that hill.
What's this?
Yeah, no, I can't quite read it.
Can't quite read it. Something Man.
That's the Hangman Hotel.
Oh, it's the Hangman. Okay. So he definitely was interested in the Hangman for something. Downtown. Must be East Town. North side or east side. Rivertown. And then the hill.
Is that the island that was referred to?
An interesting cartographer they have.
Until we find out the architect's the same guy that built the spook building in fucking Coldwater.
You're Shandor?
Sandor? Yeah.
So, university? Where else is that?
Yeah, district here.
Being round about there, I think. Because I can't really read that from this distance.
Yeah, likely this whole block.
And
Yeah, West
graveyard
Cold
is right
Street,
there, in
yeah.
fact.
West Cold Street, yep. So that's it there.
Oh, there's the graveyard just down Church Street. Would that one, the one in town, be the St. Mary's one? Referenced on the for the burial of
Yeah.
the.
So the only other
detective.
place is the hotel that we're in.
Yeah, which we still don't know why Hatboy would be interested in the Hangman.
But, well, maybe because of
the PI.
Mark.
Oh yeah, no, we do. Sorry, I'm a dumb. Because he stayed there.
Did it give the location where he died? Didn't, did it? It was just how he died.
It sure didn't.
But we might be able to get that from someone in the Wilcox line if they know. Or Lydia could be incredibly long-lived like some of the other people.
There's French along this map.
I believe it is in there somewhere. God knows if I remember where.
A bit harder.
Yeah, I found it. Bottom right. Third vertical street. It disappears off the bottom of the map.
Likely the last place.
Oh, yep, South French Hill.
Yep.
And where are we at the moment?
You're at the Grand. So if you see the downtown part,
Downtown?
yep. If you see right above the D, there's a honkin' tall building.
Oh, so our two hotels aren't too far away from each other.
No.
So we've got to go across the river to get to the university.
From there we
Yes.
can look at the graveyard.
God,
and
we
then
probably
maybe
would have
look
been
at
passing the university
a few
just
times.
a few times when we were between the two hotels.
No.
No,
Oh, no, not quite.
That's the Hangman there, And that's the other hotel.
We have to cross the
literally.
river.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, you flipped the. Yeah, you rotated.
Sorry, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, sorry. The hangman was over here. It's like that.
Okay.
Yeah, the Grand Hotel's actually on that portrait of Arkham. The actual painting of Arkham.
So, French Hill's way down the bottom here. So if we go to the university and then the cemetery.
And then, depending on how it goes with the curfew and all, we might be able to try the French Hill address.
Yes, we need to make sure we know what the time is. Well, university is it?
It's like a good place to start.
There you head outside the
Right
dog
now.
cart.
Before leaving, they'll have a clock here, most likely, in the lobby. Does it have both of its hands?
No.
I didn't expect that. Now I don't know what to...
He might own both places.
Okay, I'll leave with... I don't know how... I was expecting it.
Count the bells.
You have to start with the start.
We start now and go double it. You know, that's normal, isn't it?
Yeah, I must have
Start
missed
like
a
double
bell
number.
this video.
It's 9 o'clock.
So you go outside to the dog cart. He's just like, look, dogs can't take much more than that. With that much occupancy.
It's fine. We're looking to hire a cart for us.
Alright. I know a place. I know a man. Take you there.
Yes, please.
So the two of you, Alvin and her, arrive at a shadowy wooded area. The stench of horse dung high in the air, especially because it's wet, muggy, and humid by this point of the day. What's the place? Now we need to settle up.
How much?
Let's see, it's been 4 hours. Same rate. Good day to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Sir.
Head number 10.
Sir. You tell him Victor sent you.
Thank you.
Get those boys a treat.
On, lads!
It's not gay. Well, it's very gay, just not that gay.
You enter the front office area of the establishment. It's a mess inside. Hay piled in the corner. Just piled in the corner. A shabby book beside an inkwell is there. A pair of boots is standing on top of the desk, attached to a pair of legs descending down to a chair in which a man is sleeping.
Ding.
Nose up, puts his old sea captain's hat back up on his head. A grizzled old grizzled squints up at you behind a weather-beaten old face. A sort of messy grey beard frames that face. So if this is William C. Dietz, he'd be worried. Scruffy dark coat is quickly shuffled into position and he sits up.
Good sir, we've come to hire a carriage. If it's possible.
Why?
Victor sent us.
Oh, he did he? Victor. Ah. How is tiny little Victor doing?
Hi. Oh, is it more than one Victor in this town? Because the one that said us is quite a big man.
Nice to be sure. Okay, so you want to hire a cab? How long?
For the day
Day rates, is it?
until
Probably at
That'll be
least
$20 then up front. And that's $20 for me by myself.
without the carriage.
You get the carriage, horses, the whole damn thing. Right, it is then. Let me get them hitched up.
Thank you.
I'll see you out front in 15.
While he's out of the room, she'll look around.
As described.
No symbols.
There's no instruments of any kind.
No eye symbol.
I don't know, is there?
$22.
Apparently there's 22 of them. Above the door, on the way out, there is an eye.
Alvin.
Where a Christian would put a crucifix.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's interesting that it's always on the way out.
And in that spot.